hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue, they're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play, round Christmas shed so far away. Down the hills and round the bends, Thomas and his friends.
Luke's new friend. The Blue Mountain Quarry is a loud and lively place, full of big booming machines and explosive blasts. It was nearly the end of the day, but the narrow gauge engines of the quarry were still working hard.
Going down! Next stop, the very bottom. Race you to the crushing shed, Luke. Whoever gets down first gets to take the first load of gravel.
You're on.
Whoa!
What was that?
I'm not sure. It just ran out in front of me.
It was a deer. That's right. Oh, and a young'un too, by the look of it.
Well, whatever it was, it doesn't belong down here in the quarry. It gave me a fright.
You were frightened of a small animal.
It leapt out of nowhere.
Come on, everybody. It's time to wind things down. This will be the last load of the day.
Oh.
Don't worry, Luke. There's plenty more to do tomorrow. All this gravel needs to be taken up to Ulfstead Castle. We should all go and get a good night's rest.
All the busy engines and noisy machinery at the Blue Mountain Quarry settled down for the night. But young Luke was excited about the busy day ahead. He didn't feel sleepy at all. Which was why Luke was the only one to see
The deer. Hey, come back. I won't hurt you. Hello, little fella. Oh.
Luke was sad to see the young deer go, but he was very glad to have seen him up close. He didn't expect to see the deer again. So the next day, Luke was surprised to find his new friend was still around.
Good morning, friend.
Morning, Luke.
Shh, Reneus. Don't frighten my new friend.
Honestly, Luke, the quarry is no place for an animal.
Nonsense. I'm sure that once he meets everyone and sees how great it is here in the quarry, he'll love it just as much as I do.
Well, I don't think that's being really useful.
But Luke felt sure he could look after his new friend and still be really useful. Luke puffed as quietly as he could, but every loud noise from the work in the quarry made the young deer cower and crouch further down inside Luke's camp until the deer scampered away once more.
Come back, little friend.
I like your new friend, Luke. He's fun. Where are you, friend? Going down.
Phew.
I'm not sure the quarry is the right place for him. I think it might be a bit too noisy.
You're right, Owen. There's only one thing for it. We're all going to have to work more quietly.
Oh dear.
The other engines were happy when they saw Luke and his new friend back together again. They wanted to help, so they all moved slowly and steadily, lifting heavy stones and shifting dusty gravel without making any loud noises. Until Peter Sam was trying so hard to work quietly that he wasn't watching where he was going. And then there was trouble.
Sorry, Luke, but there's no way we can do our jobs properly if we're trying to be quiet.
He's right, I'm afraid.
It's harder to work slowly and quietly than it is to work quickly and noisily.
But what about my friend?
Face it, Luke. You can't be really useful and look after your friend. That deer does not belong here.
He does belong here. It just takes a little while to fit in. That's all. He'll soon get used to it. Just like I did.
Luke, why don't you take this load of gravel to the castle? Your new friend might enjoy the journey through the park.
And taking the gravel will be really useful.
So Luke was hooked up to Skarloey's loaded wagons of gravel. Luke found his new friend, and together they set off, slowly, on the narrow gauge line to Ulfstead Castle. The park around the castle was very different to the Blue Mountain Quarry. The air was clear and fresh. The colors were bright and cheerful. But most of all, it was
So quiet.
the young deer loved it. The further away from the quarry Luke chuffed, the happier the deer seemed to be.
Oh, look, friend. That animal looks just like you. Hey, come back. Oh, I see. That's okay, friend. Off you go.
Luke was sad to say goodbye to his new friend, but he knew that the deer would be much happier here.
Look who's here. Welcome back. But where's your friend?
Where he really belongs. In the park at Ulfstead Castle.
Well done, Luke. You know, you can always go back and visit him with the next load of gravel. So, you'd better get that stone moved up to the gravel crusher.
Right away, Skarloey.
Luke was happy that his new friend found a better place to live. And he was happy to be back with his old friends in the Blue Mountain Quarry, making lots of noise and being really useful.
Every day down in the quarry, work so hard. Haul that load, careful, don't hurry. Everyone plays a part, but deep inside the old tunnels, someone hides away. Too scared to come out and see us, and too scared to say his name. Come on, sing along. Blue Mountain Mystery. Blue Mountain Mystery. The secret in the hills. Come on, sing along. Blue Mountain Mystery. to tell a friend about the little green engine from start to very end. So Thomas wants to be useful. Give Luke a helping hand to find that old yellow engine and get the answer if he can. Come on, sing along. Blue Mountain Mystery. Blue Mountain Mystery. The secret in the hills. Come on, sing along. Blue Mountain Mystery. Blue Mountain Mystery. The secret in the hills.
The switch. Millie, the narrow-gauge engine, loves her job at Ulstead Castle. She loves being a really useful engine and doing whatever needs to be done on the estate. Running errands for the groundskeeper and showing visitors around the castle grounds. Luke is also a narrow-gauge engine, and he loves his job at the Blue Mountain Quarry. He feels right at home in the noise and the dust. He loves collecting crushed stone and carrying boulders. He really loves whooshing through the dark tunnels and bursting out the other side. One day, Luke was given a job that took him out of the quarry to Ulstead Castle.
Hello there.
Hello, my name's Luke. I've come with the stone for the castle.
Great. Well, I'm the Earl, and this is Millie.
Bonjour.
She'll show you where to take the stone.
You've got a smudgy face.
Oh, yes. Well, it's quite dusty over in the quarry.
Why don't you stay here for the rest of the day? I could show you around.
I'd love to, but I should really return to the quarry. I have work to do there.
I have work to do too. I deliver plants to the groundskeeper, and there are visitors to take round the park.
That sounds great, but I have more of these stones to move. They're very heavy.
I have to pull heavy loads too, like supplies for the estate.
Good for you. Well, I'd better rush back to the quarry.
Anyone can rush. Sometimes I have to be quiet and patient.
Oh, I know how to be patient.
And then an idea flew into Luke's funnel.
Oh, I know. Why don't we switch places?
What? Swap duties?
Just for the day.
So I can see what it's like to do your job in the quarry.
And I can see what it's like to do your job at the castle.
The Earl thought Luke and Millie's plan sounded fun. But first, he had to speak to Mr. Percival.
Mr. Percival says a switch sounds like an excellent idea.
Millie puffed up to the Blue Mountain Quarry. She was curious. She was also quite nervous at what she might find there. Meanwhile, Luke set to work at Ulstead Castle, full to the top of his funnel with confidence.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Mr. Percival has approved it, Rheneas. Can you take these cars over to Owen, please, Millie?
No problem, Peter Sam.
I knew it. Give the cars to me.
Well done, Millie.
Meanwhile, at Elfstead Castle,
Is that it? I can pull that easily. This load is ever so light. Now to find the groundskeeper's lodge.
but all Luke could see was green trees and green grass.
Green, green, green. Everywhere looks the same around here.
Luke was used to the busy quarry, full of dusty machines and tumbling stone, not big open spaces. Luke found himself back where he'd started. He'd travelled the full loop of the estate.
Wait, what? I've been all the way around the park, but where was the groundskeeper's lodge?
Millie was pulling her load through the quarry when she came to the mouth of a tunnel.
What's the hold-up?
Sorry, I'm not used to going into tunnels.
The tunnel seemed like a small and dark space compared to the castle grounds.
Well, I can't hang around all day. Get going.
I'm not sure that I can.
I can give you a push if it helps.
No, I can do it. Here I go. I love tunnels!
Later on, Luke had been given a different job, pulling sightseers around the estate. But there was a deer on the track.
If I want to be a really useful engine, I should get that deer out of the way.
Here you go, Luke. Oh, hello there.
Luke's doing my job today, and I'm doing his. My name's Millie.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Millie. Can you take this load of gravel off me? Off you go, then.
Back at the Earl's estate, Luke was speeding through the grounds.
Luke! It's not a race. The passengers don't like being bounced around like peas in a pod.
Again!
Sorry, sir.
You've got to learn to take things a bit easy. You wouldn't have spent so long looking for the groundskeeper's lodge if you'd gone a bit slower.
At the quarry, Millie had learned that she was stronger than she realized, that she wasn't afraid of tunnels, and that she didn't mind a little dust. While Luke realized that there was so much to see at the park. And the best way to see it all was to keep his eyes open and to take things smooth and steady. Luke had finished his day's work and was leaving when he saw Millie.
You've got a smudgy face.
Well, it's quite dusty over in the quarry.
Did you like it there?
Yes, I love the tunnels and the noise. So exciting. How about you?
Well, it was very peaceful and beautiful, but I can't wait to get home. Me too. Bye, Millie.
Au revoir!
Millie and Luke were glad to be heading back to their old jobs, but they were both very happy to have made a new friend.
There's 2, there's 4, there's 6, there's 8, shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue, they're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play, round tinsmith shed so far away. Down the hills cheeky one. Chase. It's vain but lots of fun. Passing. Till some mellow time. Gordon.